What's happening, guys? My name is Juan and I'm from Los Angeles, California. I'm here to give you a quick rundown on my recently used deck that I went undefeated with at Ground Control Gaming. Quick shout out to Jinzo&Tonic for allowing me to do this on his channel. So let's get into this Stein deck profile. So first up we have the main boss monster, Stein. He's the main reason why we OTK with reasoning. No one's ever going to call out a 2, so he's an automatic. And then we have Sangan, makes it easy to search for Stein with Monster Gate. We have 2 Visor Shocks, which are amazing versus decks who like to set a lot of back row or monsters like Chaos Turbo and such. I used to, for the reason why I don't play 3 Giant Tornades, because sometimes 3 Giant Tornades could be just dead draws. 3 Sacred Cranes, which I believe are just pretty much self-explanatory in any Reasoning Gate deck. Aeronaut Parsha to help with the trample effect. And of course the main man himself, Jinzo, help with the trap heavy decks. We have the infamous D-Mock, bring of course the spells back. Definitely helps out with Reasoning or Monster Gate to have another monster back on the field. And the Blackluster Soldier himself. So before I get into the magic cards, I'm going to go through the trap cards real quick. Play 1 Ring of Destruction after you do some heavy battle damage. That can definitely win you the game a turn or 2 later. Call of the Haunted to bring back, of course, D-Mock, Crane, etc. Anything you really need from the grave. And a Dark Greed and a Reckless Greed. It really, it's just sometimes to help your opponent feel comfortable to set a couple cards, and then you hit them with a Giant Tornade or Visor Shock, and sometimes you really just need that 1 extra draw to finish off the game. Alright, so out of the Trinity, I only play Pot and Graceful because I already pay 5,000 for Stein. I play Premature Burial and Ring of Destruction, so I really don't feel like I need the Liquid Duel, especially with people playing Thunder Dragons and Night Assailants. That could definitely just be a minus. I also play 2 Upstart Goblins. It really doesn't matter to give your opponent an extra 1,000 or 2, because honestly, sometimes you do more than 10,000 damage in 1 turn. The card destructions for, sometimes you just need to keep searching for the win. I do only play 1 Giant Tornade because I do play 2 Visor Shocks. And I just, for some reason, have found that to be more consistent than playing 3 Giant Tornades. The 1 Book of Moon. I know this may seem a little bit random, but it helps a lot with Snatch Steal, Brain Control, attacks to a Cyberstein when you can't get rid of them with a Monster Gate. Chaos Sorcerer, this card's really saved me a lot. 1 Premature Burial, which is pretty self-explanatory. 1 Mind Control. Sometimes it helps you OTK with United Withstand. It gives you an extra monster on the field. I happen to take a lot of Dekochis with this card, and I love it. Same, Snatch Steal, one of the staples. I play, like I just mentioned, One United We Stand. Megamorph, I play one. It goes amazing with Master of Oz. And of course, 3 Scapegoats, 3 Monster Gates, 3 Reasonings, which goes with any Reasoning Gate decks. And I play 1 Metamorphosis. This card as well helps me slow down the game when I play versus Warriors to special summon 1,000 Eyes Restrict. In the side deck, I play 2 Royal Decrees for the trap heavy decks, as well as 1 Dust Tornado. Sometimes Warriors can be trap heavy, obviously Burn or Panda Burn. And 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device. This kind of helps me bounce back my own goat sometimes to help me LTK, as well as with decks that side in King Tiger or Wangu or Jowgen, which won't allow me to special summon. And that's as far as traps. For monsters in my side, sometimes for Warriors in Air Knight, Parshath, or like aggressive decks won't be very good. So I will side into a Chaos Command Magician, which kind of saves me from Exile Force, Tsukiyomi, and a couple other cards because it can be targeted. So it helps out a lot with that extra 500 attack. And it's a light as well, because I do side into a Chaos Sorcerer and 2 Fossilier Dragons, which are level 7s, and those will be 2,800 when they get special summoned. They can easily be normal summoned to help me get through and I also side in 2 Fossilier Dragons to kind of throw off my opponent. I'll side out 1 Stein and a Sangan or Visor Shock, like depending on the matchup. And it's a level 7 automatic with Reasoning or Monster Gain, and it's a 2,800. Also, I do have 1 Metamorphosis on the side and 1 in the main, and that will help me get into King Dragoon. I play 1 Mind Control on the side as well, for decks who are heavy and playing face down monsters, as well as 1 Nobleman to cross out. I only have 1 cross out in the side and 2 Mind Controls, 1 in the side, 1 in the main, because it does help me OTK with that extra monster on my side of the field, like I had mentioned earlier. And of course the 2 Diffusions in the side. So when I side into the Fossilier Dragons, the Chaos. So when I side into the Fossilier Dragons, Chaos Sorcerer build, this will help me OTK as well with the Dimension Fusion. And lastly, I play 1 Big Bang Shot, which helps me with goat heavy decks, as well as decks that play a lot of monsters in defense. And this will definitely help me win within a turn or 2 after dealing some big damage. And Lightning Vortex as well. For the same reason, you know, helps me clear the board, any aggro decks or goat heavy decks. All right, and lastly we have my fusion deck, which I guess depending where you go, they allow you to play unlimited, kind of like they used to back in the days. But lately, where I play, everyone just wants to use only 15. So I'm gonna do a quick run through on the 15 that I use. The main man, Master of Oz, which with Megamorph, this is an automatic 8400, and Stein that makes 9100 automatic win. I two Gatling Dragons. I play one King Dragoon. I'm actually in the market for a second one because this deck definitely could use two. Last Warrior from Another Planet. One Ojama King. One Dark Blade the Dragon Knight. Two Ryu Senshis. Two Dark Balters the Terrible. One Dark Fire Dragon. One Flame Ghost. And 2000 Edge Strip. Well, that pretty much sums up my Stein Gate deck profile for Jinzo&Tonic. Huge shout out for allowing me to do this on your channel. Thank you very much. Till the next one, guys. Have a good one.